Hello everybody and welcome to my video of what's in the box. And as you can tell, the excitement inside is brewing. Now, I've took the label off, which would be here, so people don't see my address, because you know what Shell's like. I always forget that my address is on things, and people say to me, Michelle, you can see your address, and I'm like, whoops, and I have to edit it. So today, hopefully, nobody will see my address. So due to COVID reasons, I have opened the box. I already know what's in it. I've taken the packages out and I've cleaned it, so everything, it's been in quarantine for 5 days, and then I've took the box out, I've cleaned it, and I've put it back in, purely because I don't want to catch COVID over videoing something as soon as it drops through my door. So, COVID safety all along here. I'm going to take these off. I'm so excited. Honestly, people who know me very well, friends I talk to, already know what's in this box. But nobody else does. I've kept it so quiet. Now, what should have been in this box is a registration plate that said my colouring channel name. I really wanted a registration plate that said shellarty. And as we all know, what comes out is not shellarty. So the registration went out of the window. So, which brings me to, I then purchased this. And I thought, I've got to get something special with it, something I've always wanted. So if guesses are already there, you need to tell me in the box, in the comments below, if you knew what was in this box before I opened it. If you guessed right, we're going to find out right now. I need a drum roll. And I'm going to open it all up like this. Can you see the box yet? Because I can. Ooh. I have Holbein pencils. Oh my god, the excitement, So let's get these pencils out of this box and let's give them life. Now, I've got my thing up too much on a tilt. There we go. So I ordered these off Amazon Japan. They came in under a week and I was like, woohoo! Now I got them at something like 22,000 yen, and then there was 11,000 yen added on top of that for delivery, which was handling and tax duty fees, and then obviously shipping is a different price. So it is a bit confusing. I did message Sammy and I was like, am I doing this right? So she was like, yes, it's right. So I did have to get some advice because I was rather scared. It looked like I was paying 2 sets of shipping. So if you do order these off Amazon Japan, the price that you see on the listing is not the full price in the end. So you will have around 3,700 yen for customs tax, import tax, whatever it comes up on yours, and then underneath that it will say shipping and handling, and then you'll have another which is about 5,000 something. So you pay this 3,700 yen, and if it comes in less than that for import tax, then they'll refund it. Yeah, but if it doesn't, it comes in, and if it's more, I think they don't ask for any more money. That's just what you pay. So if you get to that box and you see 2 and you think, oh, that doesn't look right, it is right, it's definitely right. And that's what I did. I think now they're about 3,000 yen more. Now if I Google that, so let me find out what I would have paid altogether. In fact, I'll have a look what I paid for mine, because it will tell me. Let me get my app up. And I just signed up, to Amazon Japan. With my address here in the UK, so you can do that. So well, let me see what I paid for this. Will it show me? View order details. Yes, so I paid altogether, including shipping, I paid, so it was 22,460 yen, and then 3,065 shipping and handling, and then 5,718 import fees. So it's 5,718 yen. So altogether it's 31,243 yen, which is £222.32, which is a bargain for this set. You can get a set of these from Chill and Surat, but I think they're about on Etsy. I think they're about £270 on the Sammy did show me Chill and Surat's shop. So if you don't want to do the Amazon Japan way, check out Chill and Surat. I will put it in the description. Where you can go on Etsy if you want to go in the UK, but they're about 270. And Amazon, let me just check the current price. In fact, I think Amazon UK, I think they're currently out of stock, but I'll have a look how much they are on Amazon UK. Holbein. I can't show you my screen at the second because it's got my postcode on. I don't want to show that on camera. Holbein 150 set. So it's not even coming up. I think they're currently unavailable in Amazon UK. It is on my wish list. Just let me see if it comes up on the list. I have a very long wish list. Whoa, wowzers. Okay, where are they? Do you know, I think I've taken them off because I actually bought these, so there's no need for them to be on my wish list, so I might have to take them off. Yeah, because I've taken it off, so there's an add to list here. So they are currently, well, so currently the 150 set is unavailable, but the 100 set, I think I've just flashed my address, is the 100 set is 336 quid. So you can see there that they're a lot more expensive in the UK. So now when these actually came, they do come with like a perspex plastic looking casing. It's not hard plastic, it's soft. It just protects the box. It wouldn't protect from bumps and bangs and knocks and cracks, but it just gives it that extra protection. But obviously, like I said, because of COVID, I took out all the packaging and put it straight in the bin. And then I washed the whole of this box. I didn't wash the inside of it purely because the pencils have probably not been touched by anyone since the manufacturers put them in the box. So I made sure that the outside was sanitised, and then I left it to dry and I didn't touch it again for 4 more days. So these have been like, oh, I really want to get them out and try them. So let's reveal. I know loads of people have already seen these before. Taking the smell. Oh, new pencil smells. So on the lid, we got all the list of pencils that's in this box. So what's in the 12 set, the 24, 36, 50, 100 and 150. And this contains the whole set of pencils in this box. So we'll put the lid into the way. I inspected it, there was no damage on the box. So we get in here a Holbein Artist Colour Pencil Technical Note, which yeah, it's not in English. So I'm assuming this is our colour chart, which don't really like the order that's in, if I'm being honest. So they have gone in pencil order, so 011, 019, 022. So it looks like they've gone in pencil order there, which I really don't like how that is laid out. So I won't be doing mine like that. And then obviously you've got some techniques I'd have to convert it. I don't know how I'd convert it. So I'd have to just try and work out what they're doing here, because I can't tell a single word of what's on there at all. But by the looks of it, you must be able to somehow let it down with something. It doesn't actually show you what they've used to, unless you just rub it together. It looks like here they've added some kind of petroleum or some kind of pencil let downer. I don't know what to call that. I very much doubt they're water soluble. If they are, I'll cry. So yes, that's that one you get in there. And then again, another list of everything that you get in the sets. So obviously I'll have all the pencils in here, and then all the sets. They do them in a 12 set. And by the looks of it, there's two types of 12 sets. Basic tone and design tone. And then you've got pastel tones. And then you've got a 24 colour set, a 36 colour set, a 50 pastel tone set, and then 50 normal colours, 100 normal colours, 150 normal colours, and then you go into your expensive wooden cased that probably no one would get unless you're rich. And then again, it is the colour chart, but if you like to put your pencils in start order from 1 to 150, then this chart's for you. If you like to put it in the order of colour family, then you'd need to do your own. So these are all the colours I get. So let's have a look. There's nothing else on that leaflet, so that's a bit of good information. So look, I love how they come with this little foam protection on. That's really good. And look at that. Oh. Can you see me sniffing? Do you want to sniff? Smell nice. They don't have a nasty whiff. They just have a normal wooden pencil. They're not strong. They don't blow your head off. They're beautiful. There's no damage. They're in this plastic casing, which seems quite firm. If I was to take it out of here, you know, it's not very, very flimsy. It is flimsy, but not as flimsy as I have seen. But luckily, we don't have to carry it in that case, because we pull on these, and as you can see, it's in a nice cardboard tray. So there's no bending, no slipping, no falling out. You can tilt it, wobble it, wiggle it around, and it's all fine. So they all look beautiful. So starting off with the yellow, into the reds, into the pinks, to the purples, to the blues, to the greens, and back to light greens again. This is the way I'm going to have my colour chart. So that is the first layer. And the pencils themselves, I do have some single Holbeins that I got from Jackson's Art. You can buy Holbeins from Jackson's Art in the UK, as well as Amazon and Chill and Sarah. So I do know what the pencils look like themselves. So they all come with this gorgeous barrel. The name is across the Holbein Artist Colour Pencils. Now some people call them Holbein. I pronounce it as Holbein because E and I is an I, so Holbein in the UK terms of grammar, and then Japan, and then you just have navy blue, and then the stars are the light fastness, and then the code OP365 for navy blue. The ends are completely covered, there's no damage on any of them, and they're all like stumped off, which I think is really good, because the way they stump it off, can you see how it's kind of like squared off for transport? I think that's really good, because then they're not hitting the top, they're nice and firm in there. You can see I'm kind of pushing on them. Some of them move, but they don't move very much. And because they've got a blunted off tip, it's not going to snap the pencil, and not one of these are snapped. So that is the first tray. And then you get another layer of this foam. I'm so excited that I have these pencils. It's like inside of like, don't do the review, just get them coloured in. So this is the next tray of pencils. So I'm going to roll them down here. and put them here so you can see again. And I love how you get this really good, it's really sturdy, like that feels really tight. And I love how you get these ribbons, because you get some and they're just not even worth putting them on, they just break and they're just rubbish. But these are so nice, they are so nice. You can see why they're worth the money. I haven't swatched them yet, so I don't know what they like to use. I have swatched my ones in my single ones, so in a way I do know what they're all like, but I don't know what all the colours are like across the board. Now I do notice though on this set I have got the metallics, so you get the metallic silver, antique silver, bronze, pale gold, gold and copper. And I've also noticed I get a new soft white, which is slightly different than all the others. It doesn't have your cap on the end, and actually this time I don't think I've got much of that left. But let me have a look where my little Holbein soft white is. Here it is, and I don't think I've got enough of it to see. Oh yeah, so right down at the bottom of here, and let me pull this down, the soft white 501. Let me just get it to focus 1 second. Whoops, I wasn't meant to do that. Let me get it to focus in on this. There we go. So on the bottom of this soft white, which I didn't notice before, it says use knife to sharpen. So as you all know, I bought my little soft white, which is now the tiny little dinky thing you see here, what I only use on about 5 pictures, if that, just for outlining, highlighting. So I've had very little use. Now you can see the difference, but every time I sharpen this bad boy, it snapped. Every single time I tried my swordfish. Do not put it in a swordfish because the lead is so soft in there. It's like a really soft wax. It gets stuck in there and then you've got to try and fish it out. It's horrendous. Don't do it. It took me ages to get it all out of that. I have tried my M&R bullet sharpener with it. This one, it didn't work even with a brand new blade. It just didn't sharpen it. I've tried my Staedtler sharpener, which is this one. It didn't sharpen it. I've also tried, where is it? My Tagol. I'm not too sure, it might be here, which is this one. I've tried my Tagol. It wouldn't sharpen it. And I have some other little ones that have grown legs and disappeared. Another Staedtler one. And one that Ashley sent me from America. None of them would sharpen that pencil until I got this one, and which shows I don't pay attention to detail, because as it says under there, use knife to sharpen. So these cannot be sharpened with a sharpener, so just be careful with this pencil. If you do get it, you must do it with a knife. Now I'm sitting here and thinking I have never in my life sharpened a pencil with a knife, and knowing me, I'll probably push a knife down there, just pull the end off anyway. So I'm going to have to find some video of sharpening pencils with a knife, or if anybody does know a good video or where I can find out how to sharpen these or what knife I use to sharpen them, please drop me a comment below, because I have no idea. But I was really chuffed to see that I got a soft white in that, because that is my favourite pencil to use. So that is that layer. Again, all beautiful. To say they've come from Japan, they are all extremely beautiful. I'm trying to get my camera to go back up as high as I just had it. Trying to get it back in focus. So yeah, as you can see, all the way along the top, they are all beautifully sharpened. No damage on any one of them that I can see. Obviously I'll give them a thorough check when I do the swatching in a second, but that is the second layer. Completely beautiful colours. a lovely array of greens, browns into your red browns, your cool browns into your greys, warm greys, cool greys, and then whites in your metallics. And then this is my favourite layer. Look at this. Beautiful pastels. These are so good. I needed these colours for February. I needed these for February. But hey, well, so in this one you get your neons, and I cannot wait to swatch them, because look at them leads. They are as neon as the actual lining of the pencil. I mean, that is neon. That is so neon. It's amazing. So yes, in there you get a luminous rose, luminous ochre, luminous red, luminous orange, luminous lemon, and a luminous green. And then you get this array of beautiful yellows, pinks to purples, blues to light greens. This, everyone, is what I wish for in every set. I wish my polychromos had a layer of all these pastel colours, because I think a lot of pencil sets lack in the pastel or the really light coloured areas, where I really want, look at this blue. I mean, look at this blue. It is so light. I think the Prismacolors have really light colours like this, but I don't think they have as big an array of them. They have more of the normal colours, where this set, you don't have as much as the normal colours, you do get more pastel colours. So for me, this set is perfect, because that 100 set of normal colours, let's move this out of the way now. The 100 set of normal colours, which you see here and here, is plenty for me. I'm happy with that amount of colours. I'm happy with that. I'm not worried at all. There's quite a lot of yellows, so you've got these up to here, which is yellows, and then this is kind of your orange into your reds. There's plenty green, plenty pink, sorry. We do have a hot pink in here, so I'm happy with that. There's a hot pink here, which I always find you never get a really good hot pink in sets apart from Prismacolors. And when I was looking at this, and the price of Prismacolors at the minute have gone up to like 100 and between 135 and 150 on Amazon, and I just thought, you know what, for that extra 70 quid, I'd just go for the whole bags and see what they're like. Now these are wax and oil and fat, believe it or not. Fat, I didn't know they put fat in pencils, but they are a combination of all three. So I'm assuming they're going to be a pencil in between a Prisma and a Poly. I think it's going to be that. I will be able to tell as soon as I start swatching them what they're going to be like. For me, a Prisma is too soft, and I just go through a Prisma. I mean, I can do a page and I've shaved off a quarter of a Prisma pencil, and that is because I'm so heavy-handed. But if you're light hand, Prismas are obviously good for you. But these, I'm hoping, are going to be a middle ground. But as you can see, a beautiful array of pencils. And I would say, so far, so good. I do not feel like I've wasted my money buying these. I feel so excited that I actually own them. I've wanted a set of these. You don't know how long I wanted a set of these for. And I could never, obviously I've had to save, and then a lot of people gave me money for Christmas. So everyone that gave me money in my family for Christmas, this is what you bought me for Christmas, so thank you very much. And then I had a bit left over to obviously buy my luminants, which I need to do my review on them as well. So we're going to get to the swatching now. You've seen these beauties in real life. The swatching is going to be a speed through of them, so I'll just put the swatching on to music. If you don't want to see the swatching, you can end the video here. If you are watching the video, I will see you at the end of the swatching. So see you shortly and enjoy the swatching. I think for the first part of them, I will talk just to get a feel of them and what they're like, and then obviously I will start the speed through once I've give you my opinion on the first lot. So again, I will see you very soon. Okay, so I've got everything sorted out and got my colour charts ready. Now, this colour chart that I am working on has been done on Faber-Castell's mixed media paper. So it's for everything. It's for water media, it's for pencils, markers. And I have created this colour chart myself, named it and titled it and put all the colours in. So if you do want access to a blank colour chart like these, I am starting to get some of them put in between me and Kirsty admin on our Shellarty and Colouring Friends group. You will have access to blank colour charts that you can print off and use. They're just all logoed with Shellarty on them, and then obviously they will have the pencil sets there. So we are slowly working through them. We've got a few already to upload. So if you do want one of these, make sure you are part of Shellarty and Colouring Friends. Link is in the description below. So we're going to get on now and colour the colour chart. So like I said, I'm going to talk through some of this as we go along. And then I can just get a feel of the pencil and let you know what I'm liking about them. And then after a short time I will then go on to speed colouring. So let's get started. I'm excited. So if there's anything to go by with the soft white. Now, how I've done my charts, I haven't put the numbers on because I just prefer to work with the colour, but the numbers are on there. You could write them on yourself if you choose to use these colour charts. So all I'm going to do is just do a light layer on them all first. And just as a thought, they are kind of in between a Prismacolor and a poly. Then I'm just going to do this side as dark as it'll go because I'm going to add as much pressure as I can on. And then soften it off, just so I'm getting an idea of what it will look like fully layered. And then all I'm going to do is use, I think it's in this box actually. There we go, here it is. So I'm just going to blend that in so it just pushes the tooth down a bit more. Right, it's got some nice little blue bits in there. So I'm not pre-sharpening anything. I'm just literally using what they like already. So that was lemon. This one is canary yellow. And I'm just checking, as I go along, I'm just checking the pencil. And I like how they're side by side like this because then it gives us the option to see when sometimes they're far apart from each other or there's big spaces between them. It's hard to see the colour differences. So now they're side by side, you can kind of see the colour families better. And if you didn't see it, Colour with Claire did an amazing colour families chart. I don't know if she's done the Holbeins yet, but I know she did do other pencil brands, and the colour families is really good. Something I'm going to do, but I'm not doing them in my colour charts. I'm going to do it in my new colouring journal that I'm going to make. I'm going to do the colour families in that. These are just for my reference. So this is Dandelion. Again, I'm just checking all the pencils before I move on to that colour. I don't feel any wobble with the pencils. I just feel nice, lay down, really smooth. Good control of the pencil. The pencil, what I like as well, are not too bulky. So this is a Derwent Lightfast. And this is a Holbein. And then this is a Pablo. So a Pablo's actually smaller. And then let me check. Let me just grab a light fast. Not a light fast. I mean illuminance. So our illuminants are the same as a light fast, maybe slightly bigger. So a Holbein is kind of slightly smaller than illuminance and a light fast, but bigger than a Pablo. Do I have a poly here? I'm sure I have a poly in here somewhere. I used to have. I've got any more? I haven't got one to hand. Let's have a see. 1 second. Oh, sorry. No, I can't get to it. So anyway, a polychromo is not much bigger than a Pablo, so you can see that they're kind of in between. I'm just going to press on a little bit harder here, just for my darker side. Do sound very scratchy, if you can hear that. So whether there was something in there. I do feel more wax than I feel oil. So like with a polychromo, you can feel the hard denseness of them with the oil. But with these, I feel more wax. So I would feel like they're a bit more waxier than they are oily. So to put that in simple terms, I think there's more wax in them than oil. Oh. That's the dandelion. Oh, so far so good. I'm not eating through them. I mean, just from one swatch chart, I've still, this is an unused one, and this is the one I've just used. I've not really taken much off it, so they don't go down as hard or as easy as a Prismacolor does. So that's probably where the oil helps. So this one is sunflower. The lay down of them is the pigment that you get straight away. They're just in your face, bright colours, which is what you want when you're paying this kind of money for these pencils. I love them. I'm going to do a quick blend with them as well. So if you look up in the top corner up here, there should be a little video playing where I'm blending them. Do some little challenges with them in the top corner, you can see as I'm playing this video. I love how they blend out with the blender as well. I mean, look at that, there's no white space in that whatsoever. Beautiful lay down, beautiful pigment. Sure, we should be on to marigold now. I mean, they are more of an orange tone yellow, so whether the yellows in the pastel, we get more yellows there, I'm not too sure. But I've kept the pastel colours separate. I didn't really want to add them in to the group, as a whole. I wanted to keep them separate. But if you wanted to add them in, all you need to do is ask me for the blank 150 chart, and I'll send you that if you want to. And you just print it off and write your own names in. And that's where you can do it with colour. You can do the number if you're not a names person, and you can add it into whatever sequence on your colour chart. But I just like it where it flows between the colours. So tangerine now. So yeah, I'm genuinely impressed with these. And I can't wait to get them out on live stream. I'm a bit scared to start sharpening them. You don't get very much fallout. There is little bits. It's like these little chunky things that are coming off. I mean, that could be down to the paper. I'm not sure. But you can see I just use this. And it just blends out beautifully. I can't say a bad word about them. I mean, obviously I'm going to start, I'll do some blending with them and see what they're like, but I can't see them being any kind of disappointed. They're just rich. I do get a bit of fallout, but this paper is a 250G or grand paper, so it has got a lot of tooth. So it could be that that's the reason behind it. So it might, if it's a bit smoother, there might not be as much fallout, because I wasn't expecting there to be any fallout, if I'm being honest. But as you can see, there is little bits of pigment there on the page that I have to blow away at the end. But as for bright, they're absolutely gorgeous. So Tiger Lily, the names are really nice on here as well. I'm just checking it's not rubbing off. All I do is just put another piece of paper in between. And then I'm getting the other page printing out. Because each page of these colour charts have got 100 on. This has got 100. Is it 100? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, there's 100 on this page and then 50 on the other page. So I'm going to carry on and speed through this now, because I don't really think there's anything else I can tell you. Like, most of these are a 3-star light fast as well. Some of them are even more. But I'll just check which way around it is before I come off and speed this up. I'll check the light fastness and I'll let you know at the end which way around. But I think because it's Chinese, I may have to Google it. Shouldn't have done that with my hand. There we go. So there's quite a bit out of Tiger Lily. So some crumble a little bit more than others. Yeah, so I don't think I was expecting the crumbliness that there is, but I'm gonna continue on now, colouring the rest of it speed through. It's going to be quite fast, but I wanted to bring it up to kind of speed fast, because this bit will take a while. So I will see you when that is done, which will only take a few minutes. If not, you can speed along this part until I do the demonstration at the end, where I check how well these amazing pencils blend. See you soon. Okay, and there you have it. All 150 swatched out. Some amazing, beautiful colours. Obviously, when I do them in my actual swatch journal, I'm going to obviously switch them out and put them in the right families. But I love how you've got your pastel section and then you've got your normal main colours. But the absolute glory of these pencils for me personally are these neons. I mean, look at them. One layer and they're already that bright. They're absolutely stunning pencils. And then the next beauty are these metallics. I mean, look at that silver. It's beaming off that light. Absolutely beautiful. Now you're getting quite good thick metallic coverage there. And again, that is it one, maybe two layers. I did put a few more on them. I didn't really want to burnish them in because I didn't want to lose the shine, so there might be a few more layers to them, but still, I don't know many metallics that give you such good coverage like that in a pencil. I have noticed throughout swatching them, some are waxier than others, some are a lot softer than others. Some the tip stayed pretty, didn't get much gone off the tips, and some they went down quite quickly. For example, this one here, you can see like this bit of a waxy bloom. So once that wax went down, I couldn't get any more pencil over the top of it, no matter how much I tried. And even though I've burnished it, it is still showing up the wax. And there was a few that had a little bit of waxy moments that I thought, it was like a lump of wax with no pigment in them. So I suppose you'd have to watch with that colouring. But it's very unusual, obviously, with pencils with such high price tag that you would get clumps of wax in like that. But it was only one pencil and the odd bit here and there, nothing that I would write home about. And as for the range of colours, you've got a great range of greens, a great range of blues and turquoises, and then obviously your light range of them here. There's not as many light greens in the pastels, but you've got quite a few light ranges here anyway. And then obviously going into the darker and more olive ones, you've got a good range of red, gold and cool browns there. Really nice coverage, a nice amount of greys, just like the polychromos really, where you've just got warm grey 1 to 6 and cold grey 1 to 6, and I think that's all that's needed. Just the two blacks. I think this set is a good all round. You've got a really good red, you've got a really good orange, you've got a really good yellow, you've got one really good green. Do you know when you find it lacking in some sets where you're like, oh, I really wished I had a really true red. And I do find that in a lot of pencil sets that there isn't real good reds. So this for me is a really, really, really good set of all round pencils, all being expensive. I do get they're very expensive and not everyone has the pleasure of having them. I've saved a lot of money up for these, and I'm sure everybody else does who receives them and will cherish them. I won't be using them all the time, but they will definitely appear on my channel. So now I'm just going to do a little bit of blending in a colouring book so you can see what they're like for blending. So I'm going to go in with chartreuse green. And I'm going to start with a small little layer first. Little light layer. They go down on the page beautifully. And then into carnation. This is the first time working with these as well, so I'm learning. At the same time as you're watching. I'm filling the whole of that there with carnation. And then I'm going to come back with chartreuse green and just darken that up a little bit there. And I'm going to come in with this is a Azalea, and I'm going to flick downwards with this. I'm going to flick towards the middle. So I can get a bit of perspective for that leaf. And then we're coming in with iris, and I'm just going to gently add like a lip to that. I love making up little combos. I'm going to bring that purple into that yellow, or iris should I say. And then I'm going to follow some of these what Joanna's already put in. Just like that. And back into this side. I know these are something you'd probably find in, I don't know, a fantasy flower kind of film or something, because I don't know if flowers are the actual colour. A bit like Avatar flowers. And I'm only using these very, very lightly as well. I'm not pressing on at all. And I'm back with chartreuse green just to deepen that up a bit more. And then I just want a few pinks. It's just rubbish, yeah. I got one the other day.
But they're saying that to a kid.
I know. Don't worry about it. They're just being silly. They're just idiots. I'll block the number.
What?
I'll block the number. Okay, and then just coming in then with iris again, just edging off that. And then just some nice little flicks where Joanna's put some. She's not got so many in this bit. I'll just continue my way around the flower on all of them. This is just for like demonstration purposes. I'm just going to come a bit closer. With the chartreuse green. You can see how much of it, you can see that there is a little divot, and I'm not pressing on very hard, but you can see just at the tip there that it has, they are more waxier, they're not hard pencil. This is carnation, but I don't think they're quite as soft as Prisma. I think if I was to press on any harder, they would probably melt away under my hand, or they may not be good pencils to use in summer in the heat. So if you was to use these, I'd probably use them more like I would use my Prismacolors. Back in with chartreuse green and just build that bit up a bit. So yeah, with my flowers I like to be a bit different than usual. So then in with Azalea, and we're just putting flicks in towards the centre. On all of these. Oops, I went out the lines there. Bad am I? Just making sure I'm aiming towards that centre line. And then in with Iris. And this is where we just do that nice little edge. Just a nice little demo. And then we're just going to flick where Joanna's put her little marks in. It's hard flicking away from my natural hand the way I want to do it. I don't want to turn the book round too much. So I'm just rotating my pencil as I go, because obviously if I don't I'll lose that point. And then just flicking in. So I've lost the point a little bit there. You can see that the flicks are a little bit wider. Absolutely stunning colours. Now let's use some of these lighter ones. Let's use some of the pastel ones on this other flower. Let's make a nice let's have some blues into purple, just nice little pastel colours. Now we'll do this one here. I want them to be on bigger pictures, so I'm going to come in with pink. I'm not too worried about doing these sharp because I'm just going to blend them into the next pencil, which is lavender blue. And this is just to show you how they blend. Then into rose grey. And back into lavender blue. And then back in with pink. I've gone a little bit high up with that rose pink actually. I'm probably going to go a little bit lower down with that this time. And then into the lavender blue. And then into the rose grey. Blend that in a bit more. A bit better, not as much pink. And I'm going to keep the pink just to this bottom area. And then the lavender blue. And then back in with the rose grey. In with the lavender blue. And I'm just coming with both these here. And lavender blue. Then the rose grey. Into the lavender blue again. Into the pink. And same with the lavender purple. And nicely blended in there. And then bring the blue, lavender blue back. Got some lovely pigment down there. I'm just going to get a nice sharp tip on this. I'm just going to blend the colours together. I'll just burnish all these together. They just work wonderful with each other. And bring out this gorgeous pigment. Can't wait to get my Caran d'Ache blender, because this one can be a bit chalky. This is the Derwent one, but it does the job. Shouldn't do that. Okay, let's see what else we can do. Let's have a see at the neon ones. Let's have yellow, orange and pink. No, let's do yellow, orange and red. So which one can we do? Have a little neon one. See, this has got one of them wax things in it that I was just talking about. Which is a bit bizarre. Then into the luminous orange. And it looks like the luminous don't blend. That's weird. Don't blend. You see that? That's a bit bizarre. So there must be something in there that's stopping them blending. I will try with my blender pencil in a second. And then luminous red, which is more pink than red. Found it weird how just that yellow is not blending in, because this is blending into that orange. Let's try and see if I can get it to blend. Let's see if that's the same or the same case with all of them. So that's the neons. Let's do a yellow, a green and a blue. So of these. This is cream. Just simple blending. Lettuce green. Probably could have achieved this just by adding the blue, to be honest. Just need to sharpen that on the tip. Go. So then back, let me just sharpen this as well. It's like I'm feeling like, don't sharpen them. very simple blending. Making my perfect Holbeins. There we go. Just put some nice green leaves here. It's just showing you the beautiful quality of these pencils. I'll just get that purple from under here. Which is iris again, which I think will be nice for this bit. There we go. So yeah, I think that just shows how beautiful the Holbeins and how bright they all are. We won't be disappointed. Obviously I've got a lot more playing around to do with these. Oh, what's that blue? What's got on there? Strange. So I've got a lot more playing around. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this review of the Holbeins. A nice little demo, a little swatching, and hopefully it convinces you to either save up if you can, or maybe buy a few single stock. I bought some single stock just to make sure you like them. I would highly recommend that you buy single stock before you pay so much for these pencils. You need to make sure that you like them. So you can get single stock from Jackson's Art. I got mine from Jackson's Art. I'm not too sure if anywhere else do Holbein yet, but I do definitely know Jackson's Art do. So get yourself, if you're in the UK, and I think Jackson's Art is in the US as well. And I do believe that in some places in the US that they have some Holbein single stock as well. I think, is it Blick? Don't quote me on that. That's just something that I've heard. But yeah, I definitely highly recommend you just try them out with single stock first. It's much better to purchase a few pencils to see if you like them before you go all out. Before you go all out and buy a 150 and then get them and like I don't and you're not like them, because that would be disastrous. So no doubt I think you'd be able to sell them if you did, but you would probably won't get the money you pay for them. So like I said, you can purchase these from Amazon Japan. I got mine from Amazon Japan. Set up an account quite easy. So yeah, if you'd like to purchase them, the link is in the description if you want to purchase them through Amazon Japan. And if you're in the UK, I'll put Chill and Sarah's link in the description as well, where you can get them from the UK at just a slightly bit more expensive than Amazon Japan. But don't be worried about Amazon Japan. They came really good, well packaged. None of them's broken, and as you can see, you saw from this video, they come really well. The whole process of ordering from Amazon Japan was really easy. And you can always message me if you have any trouble and ask. So yes, thank you for coming to my excited mystery haul. So yeah, now you know the cat's out the bag. So thanks everyone, and I'll see you on a next review. Bye.